All right, you mentioned you have some preamble.
Yeah, it was me singing that song just now. No, I'm just kidding. So my sister texted me today, and she is like, so I open my work computer, and she works with plants. She gets mad every time I call her a landscaper because that's how I remember her job, even though that is absolutely not what she does. But she manages a bunch of people who do landscaping, basically. And she goes, so I open my work laptop, and the tree bussies scared the shit out of me. And I'm going to send you a picture of the photo that she sent me, because I was like, I can see how you may be deeply concerned if this were to come up for you. And we will put this on the... Why are you being a dick?
Deliberating?
No, give me photo. Ugh.
Deliberating?
My God, hold on. Yeah.
Is it some iPhone fuckery?
I don't know, man. Yes, it is. Absolutely, actually.
I mean, Occam's razor.
I figured it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was like, why isn't it coming up? It's because it fucking saves it in the order that the person took it, not that it was received. So she sends me this picture, and she's like, I thought I just had a bunch of vaginas on my computer.
She said bussy, though. With a B.
I think
That's a boy.
I think she meant trussy.
Trussy, I
like
like
tree
that.
Pussy, you know?
By the way, I remember... So, speaking of pussy, is that several weeks ago, probably months ago at this point, we had an intro where you were asking me what the grossest word for vagina is, and I was like, oh, I don't remember, probably gash or something. But I did remember when I was editing that episode, I'm like, oh no, I remember what my least favorite is and the worst one is.
Oh, I can't wait.
It is the word cunny. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, God, yes, and I hate it.
So this was a big word used in like pornography in like the 80s, 90s. Like it was like you'd see the girls and they're like, look at my cunny.
Oh, God, that's so...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was going to be like, can you imagine masturbating to that? But I'm sure at one point you've come up against this. But I just, like, I would get there and I'd be like, and I'm done now. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go eat cornflakes or whatever's supposed to get rid of this for me.
So I never liked the word because it was always just like, I don't know, weird. But then in recent years, it isn't used at all anymore because the meaning has shifted to to include children.
Oh, what?
It is a dog whistle now. Do you know what a dog whistle is?
I know what like a literal dog whistle is.
I mean, it's about the same thing. Like a dog whistle is a whistle that only a dog could hear. So it's like used to signal other dogs. A dog whistle, like on the internet, is kind of the same thing where it's just kind of like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, nod, nod to like other pedophiles that like door to come here. That's what that means.
Ew. So it got worse.
It's always been bad. It's just like, it's just that it's in your, I'm putting it in your face and you're like, oh wow, this sucks.
You know a word started out bad when when the pedophiles are like, I like this, I'm going to adopt it.
Yeah, I know. So have you been keeping up with the game Pragmata at all?
No, what the fuck is that?
Beautiful game. It's a next gen like AAA game where like it's like Last of Us but with like a little android girl. And, of course, the internet just couldn't be normal about it.
Is it Pragmata, like with an O, or Prag with an A? Oh, what a sweet little being.
It's like Pragmata, like a pragmatic.
This looks
borderline
fake.
It's real. That's real. That's from the game.
No, I get it. It's just like the animation's so fucking crisp that it looks like she's like I don't know.
It's a new Capcom game.
It's just really well done.
It's breaking a lot of records, and I was like, I played the demo of it. The demo is out right now, but I played the demo of it, and I'm like, honestly, not my kind of game. Like, but it's pretty fun. It's got a lot of cool things to it. When I first heard about this and like saw the trailer and everything, I was like thinking, oh, is this going to be like a reimagining of Mega Man? Because it's kind of like this. You know, she's blue and she's got like this hand cannon and like it's like this weird original IP and story, but apparently
I like that
not,
it's like a puzzle to attack too. That's kind of neato.
Oh, like the whole game's like that. It's really cool.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, but of course the internet and the worst people in the world can't just be cool about anything. And
internet,
they're like, Yeah, like my daughter girlfriend. It's like, please stop talking forever,
Ugh.
please. Just completely, please.
There are people in this world that I do believe should be euthanized, and we're rapidly approaching that list.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because lately in Steam, I've discovered. I mean, other people have discovered, and it's come to my attention. But if you see the tags in a game, like where it like says like Metroidvania, first person shooter, it's like kind of telling you what the game's about.
Yeah.
Some games will have the tag cute and funny, and
Oh no.
that apparent. Yeah, and like that's supposed to be like that's a dog whistle to like.
Ew.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that it was like that. I'm like cute and funny. Like I don't know why we're doing that, but then like when
Ugh.
the Pragmata subreddit, there was a whole subreddit that got banned. Like the subreddit banned itself because they're like, you guys cannot behave yourselves, and we're shutting this subreddit down because you people are fucking animals.
That's horrifying.
And absolutely. And there's like another subreddit, like the official one, and they have like a list of like banned words, and they're like, you can't say the game is cute and funny, you can't say the word cunny, and I was like, oh, that's what cute and funny means. I can't believe I'm so stupid and I didn't realize it. Like I knew cute and funny was like a dog whistle for pedophiles, but I didn't realize it's because of this other word.
I did not know that cute and funny was a dog whistle for pedophiles, and now I will never hear that phrase the same ever again.
I know, and I apologize.
No.
And I'm sure
it's okay. I'm glad that I know now, you know?
I'm sure 90% of games that say cute and funny aren't going to be pedophile friendly. Like I'm sure that like, if you're to like boot up Dogs with a Z Nintendo game and it says cute and funny, like I'm sure it's not the same thing, but like.
Well, and I imagine most games aren't going for that description of cute and funny to be like, yeah, bring on the pedophiles. But that's gross. And I didn't like any moment of it.
It's incredibly awful, and I hate it, and pedophiles are the worst. Always. There's nothing worse you could be.
Yeah, it's kind of the top tier. You're just living garbage. My brother does cybersecurity, and he, I think, follows a bunch of, I forget what the word is. It's not new to my vernacular, but I just can't remember it for now. But basically, like the people that go all vigilante justice on the internet.
White hats?
Sure. That's not the word that I'm looking for, but sure. But basically, he was following somebody that uncovered... Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't care what it is. Are you going to keep coming up with terms?
No.
Damn, I think it'd be funny. No. So, but basically he follows somebody that does like vigilante hacking. And so the guy posted something about some website that got affiliated with a bunch of child pornography and like, I forget what exactly they were doing, but basically it was like a safe haven for pedophiles and then finding and porting in information and like media for pedophiles. And so he posted something that was like, I'm not saying that you should do any do any illicit activities that would result in, like a decrease in these people's livelihood. But here's everybody's like IP address and exactly what to do to fuck with their shit. And I was like, thank God there's those people in the world to balance this insane shit out.
But there's not enough. Like there are people out there doing great things, but then like, it's such
you'd need at least people. 2 per pedophile, maybe more, 100 per pedophile.
Yeah,
I don't know. Because there's like, for however many pedophiles, there's X amount of normal people, and we're like, we need to up the amount of people who would like stab you in the face for being a pedophile in relation to the number of pedophiles, and that number is too low.
Incredibly, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. On that sunshiny note, should we start this podcast? Speaking of crimes.
Yeah, sure. It's very sunshiny. Pragmata is a great game, though. Ignore the pedophiles. If you want to, I think it's $60. If you want to spend $60 and play a great looking game, go for it. I hear it's been getting crazy good reviews. It's just, it's just not my cup of tea, and I don't feel like spending $60 on something I'm not gonna absolutely love and play nonstop day one.
I think
that's just where I'm at.
Yeah, I think that's valid. Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast that when you invite us over to your apartment and we sit on your couch, we won't call you out for there being toenail clippings on it. We'll just quietly brush them onto the floor. I'm on brand Rachel.
And I'm on brand Gamage. Each week we spin a wheel to figure out what next week's podcast is. Last week we spun it and hit true crime. And this is one of my favorite segments on our podcast in which I get to learn what Rachel has chosen to do this week.
I have two things for us this week. I have a true crime that has happened. Well, okay, because here's the thing, listener, because you aren't privy to this.
Yep, I'm ready for this because I have receipts, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we had a conversation about just
we did have a
look
conversation.
Up. You said just research a crime and then do that. And then we had a conversation where it was, should we talk about crimes we've done? And then we left it in a question mark. So
No, we didn't. I have the recording, but go on.
Well, I need to take notes. I don't remember shit. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, point being, I have two things for us this week. I have a crime that has actually happened to a person that I know. It's actually technically two crimes and then a conclusion, which is nice and fun. And then I have a crime that the reason that I came to finding this crime was because I was thinking about this other crime.
Yeah, so we had a conversation where I was like, oh, I don't know, fucking. So what we do is we usually like agree on a default topic because Rachel's impossible to get a hold of. Impossible.
That's factually true.
Impossible.
Fact checker can confirm.
While I have her fucking sit down and wired to the Discord, I'm like, let's agree on like a default topic. Cause like, it's not just true crime. There's like true crime, but it could be a bunch of things. So like we agree on a default topic where I'm like, do this if I don't get back to you with something better.
Yeah.
Cause like I'll fucking ping her with a bunch of shit. And I was like tired. I'm like, I don't know, do like random crime, do a crime. And then fact checker said, let's talk about crimes we did. And then I was just like, I don't know. Let's not do that. I don't know about the implications, self-implications or anything like that, statute of limitations. It sounds complicated. And I was like, I want to do it, but I want to do it right. So let's wait on that. Yeah. And that's where we left that. Not really question mark, but more of like a semicolon, I guess. And then I mean, that's fine. It sounds like you didn't decide to talk about the shit you've done. So
yeah, well, that's what I mean. I think what I described before is exactly what you just said.
Sure.
You literally said, because I wrote it down, do a crime, then report on it. And then we were like, should we do crimes that we've done?
And then it scribbled out. No.
And then we went, hold on, statute of limitations. Let's Google some shit first before we start admitting to things. And then we talked about how we could admit to things without admitting to things. And then we were just left it there. So I just reported on a crime.
You're right so far, but I did text you Saturday, I believe.
Did you?
I did. You text me back, but it looks like you just ignored the message and decided to respond to the next message because I have to text you like 100 different things, and then you just cherry pick it like it's the Bible, which is fine, I guess.
Gamage, you did not text me on Saturday. The last thing I have from you is crack that battleship open like lobster.
All right, that was Friday, I think, actually.
That was Thursday.
Do you want to give them
You said,
context?
Here, let me read to you what this says. Me making up names for my characters in my writing and Googling to see if they're original. One is a bridal salon. The other is a wedding venue. 2 nickels isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Also, pop smear, inspired by Chappell Roan's nonsense and potentially Katy Perry. I don't know.
There you go.
We dive into real smear campaigns against people, celebrities or not, and the real world consequences because pop smear is like pap smear. Get it? I think I need to explain to you. And then you ended it. Sorry. Because pop smear is like pap smear. Get it? I don't have to impress you. Somewhere in the middle of that, I think I completely lost the plot that you were talking about our podcast because you ended it with Gamage thoughts. And I was like, okay, so he's just ranting at me because that frequently happens. And then you followed it up with, is butt cheek one word or do you spread them a little bit apart? So I wasn't aware that when you were saying pop smear is pap smear, you were in reference to our podcast. Reading it now with that context, I'm going, yeah, I definitely missed this. But at the time, I absolutely looked at this and was like, okay, he's just talking at me. Got it.
That's fair.
So I didn't do pop smear. Did you?
I did a little bit of pop smear. I assumed that, like, honestly,
little
because
bit
I'm
of
like,
schmear for that
sometimes I'll be like, here's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'll kind of like be like, when I tell you something, it's usually because I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You can just go to your
you're like,
default,
this
that's
is what's
fine.
happening.
So I did a little bit of that, and then just a little bit. I got like one thing that I want to talk about, and ultimately, like, if I didn't see you even acknowledge that, so I'm like, I assumed she's gonna do whatever. I assumed you were gonna be like, I shot a guy in the knee, and then I was gonna like fucking.
But I looked up the statute of limitations, and it was 8 years ago, not 7, so they can't arrest me. No, we're not there yet, and I am scared of the statute of limitations because I have committed crimes.
Here, I'll fucking speed run this. I did a lot of underage drinking, and I cut class once. That's
your crimes, Gamage?
Those are my crimes.
Oh my god. Okay, we could fill a whole episode.
Oh wait, I
with
shoplifted.
Mine.
I shoplifted once. I had a Boba Fett Super Soaker when I was a kid, and I lost the cap to it, or I never had it, and I was like getting tired of like just using it as like a toy gun. And then I was at Winco once, and they were selling them, and I'm like, oh shit. So I stole the cap off another.
I have a good story about a crime that will take a very short period of time. When I was in high school, I walked into a Big Five, and I tried on a pair of sunglasses, and I did that thing where you fold the sunglasses up and you stick them in your shirt. And I was thinking, like, I will check out with these at the register or I'll put them back or whatever. Completely forgot. 15 minutes later, I'm walking somewhere else. I'm a mile away from the Big Five or whatever. And then was like, oh, I still have these glasses on my person. What the fuck? So then I did a similar thing as an adult where I walked into a Walmart. I tried on a pair of glasses. I stuck them in my shirt thinking, okay, like I'll check them out as I leave. Left. Forgot that I needed to pay for them. And then was like with a friend and told them these two stories and was like, I don't want to do this again. I need to pay for these at checkout. Completely forgot a third time. And so then was like, I'm just going to steal sunglasses from now on. I don't care. It's over. I've tried 3 times. There's a certain amount of morality there, and I'm past it. If people have let me walk out of their stores 3 times with sunglasses, I'm just doing that forever now. I don't care. They're only $10, and it's from a store like a Walmart. They're not missing anything.
Well, what you didn't know is that this podcast was actually a sting operation.
A really long-winded sting.
We've been looking for the Ray Bandit for.
Oh my God,
we've been looking for the Ray Bandit for several years now, and we finally got you.
Listening to you struggle through trying to figure out Ray Bandit was
well,
good.
I went Ray Ban and then Bandit, and then I'm like, no, you have to. don't let this go. Rachel Geraldo Craig, you're under arrest for crimes against Ray-Ban, and the state charges you with USBC.
I'm legally changing my middle name to Geraldo when I get married, just for this.
Oh, when you get married, okay.
Well, that's when you can like change your name, and you're already doing it, so it's like not extra money, you know.
You can do it anytime you want, but like, there's free periods.
Exactly, and that's what I want to cash in on the free period. So I'm gonna go with Geraldo when I get married. Not as my last name, just as my middle name.
How many Ray-Bans have you stole in your life?
Well, 0, because those are more than $10.
Likely.
And I ain't a bougie bitch.
Well, you're going to court.
I am
Judge
going to court, but it's not for that.
Judge Gamage presiding, the plaintiff,
What's the
plaintiff
verdict?
Defendant.
I don't plead guilty.
The plain defendant.
Too cool.
Defendant will
school.
get her chance to speak. Ipso facto perjury of habeas corpus objection.
You've got to have more than that. Come on.
The court acknowledges that Rachel has ultra wide areolas that give the illusion of a surprised ghost.
How did you know?
Any more outbursts, the court will have the bailiff's stepson knock you around with a sock full of nectarines, okay? Brittany is right. I do wear Ray-Bans. Yeah.
Do you need me to start stealing you Ray-Bans? Is that what will get me out of this court case?
No, they're not sunglasses. They're like actual glasses. Like the frames were Ray-Bans.
The frames are
like,
Ray-Bans.
Yeah, and my insurance covered it. I'm like, these are actually kind of cool. So I
Fuck yeah. That's actually
prescription.
Sick. They're a prescription. You push your glasses closer to your face.
The court recognizes public defender fact checker Jones as your attorney.
Okay.
You're going to jail. It says here for like a long time. Both of you.
Me and Brittany?
But yeah,
or me and fact checker Jones.
You and fact checker Jones. Fact checker Jones, the public attorney. Brittany's fine because she's not a fact checker, or she pretends to be, and well, we both know better.
I don't have to cause marital fights because you say shit like this. I have a quick story before we hop into our legit stories.
Legit stories? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so this happened to my stepdad. This is a true story. He used to work at some fast food restaurant, picture like a Burger King. And he was working behind the counter at the cash register. Two guys walk in, and one pointed a gun at his face, like inches away from his forehead. And so he's like, fucking okay. And so the two guys jump over the counter, and they collect all the employees, and they stick them in the walk-in fridge. And then they hold the manager kneeling like on his knees in front of the safe with a gun pointed to his head, asking for the money in the safe. So the manager gives them the money, they leave. Short while later, maybe like a week or two, my stepdad's cleaning the ice cream machine. He sees the guys who have, with a gun to his head, put him in a walk-in freezer. So he's like, oh, fuck, this again. So he starts taking a mental description of what they look like so that he can tell the police later when they eventually come. They come to the counter, they point a gun at his head, and he goes, do you want us to go in the walk-in? Because obviously he's done this before. True story, he did say that. And they're all in there, and one of the people, like the assistant manager or something, was barefoot. So they're locked in, and he's like, they're not waiting for 15 minutes. They said, like, don't come out for 15 minutes or we'll shoot you. And he was like, they're not actually going to wait the full 15 minutes to see if we come out. So, like, I'm just leaving. Like, they're gone. We can come out.
They're also probably not going to shoot you. Like, they don't want to shoot you because that's a whole extra charge
yeah, a
thing.
whole other can of worms.
However, you also don't want to risk it, no matter what.
Yeah, valid. But so he was like, fuck it. Like, they left. They're not like stealing money and then sitting and eating burgers for the next 15 minutes waiting for us.
God,
like, that's not what's happening. So another short while later, let's say another week or two, after closing the fast food place, they cross the street to go to a diner. And he's sitting there with one of the other girls that works there. And the two guys walk in who have pointed guns at their faces. And so they both hide behind their menus while the guys are in there. And they turned around and left. So they quickly like ran outside to get their license plate numbers, called the police. The police stopped them on the freeway, and then the police picked them up from the diner to go do like a drive-by past the pulled over car to be like, is this them? And then so they said yes, and then had to do a lineup with them the next day. Hilarious. And that's my quick story for you. I just love that the second time they came in, he goes, do you want me to get in the freezer? It's like, we've done this before. We're good here. I already know the drill.
Get it.
Yeah.
I've been involved in an armed
you've been
robbery.
At the stop and rob.
Yeah, I've had a big ass rifle pointed in my face. A bolt action rifle, by the way. Look, if you're planning to rob a store,
pick a better rifle.
First of all, but like a bolt action rifle, probably not the best choice. I even thought because like I put the money on the counter, of course, and like he took his hand, so he was holding it with one hand. That's a big heavy rifle, so he's like kind of like the rifle's pointed at me. The rifle's pointed at me, and it's kind of like bending because he's got to like hold it with one hand. That was probably the closest it came to actually firing because he had to like hold it with his hand on the trigger.
He struggled by
But like, I mean, I definitely thought like I don't want to be like, I could have done something, but like I probably could have just like pushed it away from my face at that point. Like he would have gotten one shot off and then like struggled. But again, not worth it. Not worth the risk.
No, it's not your fucking money.
It's not your money. Who cares? He only took the cash. It was like $200, and it's just like there's like a $1,500 bottle of cognac behind me. Are you sure you don't want that?
Yeah, like do you want both? I think my favorite.
Yeah, Brittany's brother was like in the store at the time. Like apparently he was like in the like looking at alcohol or something. He wasn't even like aware that it was happening until after the fact. But like, yeah,
he was looking at the bottle of cognac, going, "I might."
But I even said like, I even like gave him the money, and then he just like left, and I'm like, "Have a nice day," and he's like, "You too."
I think my favorite day at one of my favorite days at Staples, because there's so many, was a customer came in and he wanted a big box of paper for the discounted price that was for a different box of paper. So when I rang it up, I was like, hey man, $13. And he goes, no, it's $3. And I was like, let me go check. So I did the nice thing of going and checking. And then I was like, hey, I brought up this box. This is the actual $3 one. This one's $13. Do you want the $3 one? He was so mad that I didn't want to give him a free box, like a $3 box of paper that wasn't $3, that he was like, I'm going to come back here. And I'm gonna go to my house and I'm gonna grab. He listed like very specifically the gun that he owns. I don't remember what it was, but it was some kind of rifle or whatever.
It should have been like, is that like a PlayStation? I have an MX-55. Like, oh cool. Yeah, like, is that like, 2-player?
Yeah. So he like lists all this shit to me, and he's like, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna walk in here. I'm gonna fucking shoot you in your fucking face. And I was like, okay, man, I'll see you in 20. Like, yeah, I'll see you later. And he left, and he never came back. But I think for the rest of the night, I think I radioed you, and I went and sat in print marketing, and I was like, I'm going to sit over here now because I've been threatened. So I'm using this as my way to be off of work for the rest of the night.
I mean, I've definitely had stories like that, too. Like, there was one guy, when, I don't know, I'm sure it's still going on, but, like, when the Fire Stick came out, the Amazon Fire Stick,
yeah,
a lot of people were just buying all of them and then just, like, jailbreaking them so you could have like free Netflix and shit, which is cool, whatever. But like corporations kind of quickly got the picture and they're like, oh shit, limit 2 per household. So like they started limiting 2 per household because like one guy, apparently he's Jared's friend too, which is funny. He was like coming in and buying them all, and then we had to be like, oh no, there's a 2 per limit now. So if you buy 2 today, you could only buy 2 today.
You gotta wait.
You could come back tomorrow and buy 2 more. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not asking for your fucking address, dog.
Yeah, but like, so he calls up one time and he's just like, hey, how many Fire Sticks you got? I'm like, 0. And he's just like, I'm looking online. It says you got this many. I'm like, well, I'm looking at the shelf and I'm looking at the high ticket, the room where everything's locked up, and physically there's 0.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, why are you fucking lying to me? And I'm like, I don't know why you think this is something I'd lie about. And
I gotta tell you guys, Gamage at Staples, it's like, that's my God. Like, if I'm gonna pray to anybody, it's that era of your time, because it was just the most not give a fuck I've ever seen a human being have, and it was so good.
There's one time I kind of give a fuck. I'll get there in a second, but like it sounds like I'm making this up, but like I'm generally like not. I'm just like I'm not lying. Like I don't care. And then he was just like, well, I'm going to come down there and kick your ass. And I'm like, cool, I'm off at 5. So anytime down. Before that or even after that, but like 5:02, I'm fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, we'll see you there, bitch. And then he said other words, but I won't repeat them. And then yeah, like sure enough, never came. And then like Jared started working there, and then we became friends. And he was just like, by the way, that was my roommate. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Do you think he could have taken me? And he's just like, no.
I think one of my favorite interactions that I ever had with you, like you and a customer, because here's how this would go. So back in the day at Staples, Gamage was a manager. And so we'd have these shitty interactions with customers that thought they were right because everybody always says the customer is right. And guess what? That's not the full quote. Everybody, if you're a customer, you're probably fucking wrong. And that's okay. But don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, I think the actual one is like, the customer's never wrong, but the customer's not always right, but the customer's never wrong is what I think.
The customer is always right in terms of taste. It's something like that. Of like, if I want to buy a fugly puke green couch, I am correct. Anything out of that, no.
If you come in and you're like, well, the grass is blue and this is only $2, and it's just like, well, no.
No, I would like to barter 6 snails for this couch. That is what it is worth. No.
Yeah, that's
not
happening.
Like, factually, nope. But I remember one time I was in so basically what would happen is we would have a shitty customer, and you do let me go get my manager, and you go to the back and you explain the shitty situation to Gamage. And Gamage would come out and very much sit there and very politely listen to the customer's story. So an example of this is one time we're in print marketing, and this This lady's just being a fucking dickbag because she started saying racist shit to the other guy just because he spoke mostly Spanish. And I was like, ma'am, if you're going to talk like that, you need to leave. And she's like, you can't fucking kick me out. Go get your manager. So I went and got Gamage, and I explained to him that she's being a racist asshole. And so he goes out there and he very politely, like, you had this, like, very gentle hands clasped, like, nodding, nice face as she sits there and spouts her racisms. And then when she's done, you're like, well, you sound like a fucking cunt and you need to leave. And her face was so taken aback after your very gentle listening for, like, the past 5 minutes of her rant. And it was so good. What an era of time. Oh, like, it was incredible.
I worked fast food. I was a manager at Graveyard Fast Food, so like probably not a great start to like learning decency. And then I worked at a liquor store known for getting robbed. So like by the time I worked at Staples, I was like, I don't care. What
also
the worst you could do is get me fired. Thank you.
Also, fuck anybody who like you don't need 2 shitty jobs in a row to get to this point. Like, I am so firmly of the belief, and I got this from you, so thank you, that if you fucking come in here and you're being a dick to the people who like are employed here and they aren't allowed to just leave the interaction that they have with you, you can get the fuck out. The amount of times at this ski resort where somebody's come up and they've been a fucking asshole to the employees, and I'm like, they don't get paid enough to deal with you. I'm like, you can come yell at me, and when I hit the end of my shit of being like, I don't fucking care about what you're saying, I have the right to be done with you. They don't, because they're stuck in this fucking interaction. So stop talking to them. Yeah. And get the fuck out. You're a piece of shit. You can go.
Like, look, the product is not worth the time. Like, I used to argue with prices, but like, there's definitely a point where I was just like, where they're like, oh, well, the price tag says $2. And I'm like, well, it's just me in the store by myself. I'm not going to go look. Sure. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Do you want anything else for free? I don't care. This is not my stuff. I don't care. I don't care.
Sometimes I like to fight just for the fun of it. Like with the ream of paper guy, I was like, if you were nice to me, I would have just given it to you. But because he started being a dick instantaneously, I was like, I'm going to go check. And then he continued to be a dick. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not like with 2 presses of a button, I could change this for you, but you're being a jackass. And then it resulted in the whole, I'm going to bring a gun. And I was like, pfft. Oh, yeah, so you're a jackass classy. Through and through. Bring it. I dare you, sir. You coward.
Please do. I'll get the rest of the night off. It'll be fun.
Fucking come on.
That's something that I always tried to explain to people is that like when people came in and shoplifted and like, you know, they're like, why do you care? And it's just like, it's not that I care to protect the store's assets. I want to deprive these people of free headphones. Thing. Do you understand? Yeah. I don't like these people. I don't want them to have things. I don't care if they're going through rough times. It's not my problem.
Yeah, the only time I think I ever was up somebody's ass is like if you came in and you were being a dick or I was bored. Those are the two. Those are the 2 times that I would enforce rules that I don't care about.
I think the one time that actually it was kind of like the Fire Stick one story, but a little bit different. That I actually kind of like cared is I was having a really rough time. I think it was like during holiday season or something, and I was like, it was just me running that store for several years. I was not paid. I was like the 4th highest position. So like.
You're getting the least manager money to run the entire thing.
Yeah, and of course, corporate's like, what are you doing wrong? And it's just like, can you fucking come up here and run this? Like, this is not my thing. I don't have the certification for this.
Weirdly enough, you're not paying me to do these 7 jobs, nor have you trained me to do even the job I'm doing. So go fuck yourself.
But I definitely, there's been times where like, there was just 2 managers, and the district manager took one of the managers to like a fucking conference in Southern California or some shit.
Everything's just fucked.
And then I had to clock in for the day, stay the whole day, and then clock out at the end of the night. And then he's just like, why are you getting so much overtime? And it's just like, you fucking did this? And I told you it was going to happen because you took the only other person.
Yeah, you're like, what did you think was going to happen? Who did you think we had to close this bitch with keys?
District managers, like, ugh, if you're a district manager and you're listening to this, yourself. I don't care. Like, it's such a... It's such an easy job, and like you retain nothing from it.
No, if you're a district manager, you just roll up everywhere and you go, why are you doing this wrong? Even though you have no concept of what is happening in that place. We got to
do better. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. You don't know
Well, I
what's
looked
happening.
at your foot traffic, and it's got more, and it's just like, those are fucking homeless people. It's mostly homeless people.
You guys get 27 people coming in this store an hour, and I'm like, 13 of them were me. The other, like, another 10 were fucking the homeless lady coming in and out of the store. There's been 3 real customers. There were so many times. I loved this stupid fucking job because they'd be like, you need to have 7 people sign up for Staples Rewards a day. And I'm like, if you look at the swath of people that actually come in here to make a purchase, it's people that have been here before that are either signed up for rewards or crackheads that are stealing shit. And employees,
and
like,
they
that's
for
it.
They for sure, like, don't want you to have their information. They'll give you some fake shit.
Well, they're not even buying shit. They're just stealing and leaving, which is fine. I'm not going to do anything about that. Go off, queen.
Yeah, again, it's more like I went to high school with you, and you were a piece of shit then, and you're a piece of shit now, and I don't want you to get free shit now.
Yeah, so you...
That's my reasoning.
You came in here with shitty fuck you attitude, and I'm giving it back to you because you're a piece of shit.
I'm passing the savings on to you.
Be nice to service workers. That's the moral of the story.
Ultimately, yeah.
We won't spit in your food, but I will charge you more for that ream of paper.
They are not getting paid enough for any of it.
No, God, no.
But I remember one of the times I actually did kind of care. It wasn't like caring. It was more like I was just so defeated. Was like a guy came in and he was in college or something, and he really needed like this 2 terabyte hard drive that was like $40. And he's just like, so online it says you have it. And I'm like, all right, let me go look. And I go back and I'm like, nope, there's a damaged one, so it's not that one. So like the system says one, but it's not. And I came out and I told him those exact words. I'm like, yeah, it says we have it, and it's a damaged one that was returned, but like we don't actually have one. And he's just like, are you sure? And I'm like, and I just said like, why do you think I'm lying to you? And he's just like, I'm sorry. He was like apologizing. It was because I was just so done with the day, and I dealt with so many arguments. But I'm like, why do you think I'm lying to you?
Yeah.
But like, I think I said it sadder.
You're like just fully defeated. Just why do you think I'd lie? Just the weight of 1,000 suns on your shoulders.
Look, this is if this is a conspiracy or a racket, like it's the worst plan in the world. What am I gonna do with that? Like,
yeah, it's the dumbest fucking. I think here's the problem: stupid people perpetuate this because there have definitely been times when I have walked into a store and I've been like, "Do you have this thing?" And the person's like, "Nah." And then immediately, like, I've had another human being come up to me and be like, we do. Don't listen to Janice. She's a dumb bitch. And I'm like, Janice is the problem.
She's been here for 30 years, but...
she's perpetuating this issue where people think there's, like, a secret fucking back area where there's, like, 1,000 of this thing that we're keeping. No.
Sometimes there is, but no.
Very,
it's
very,
not.
very rarely. Usually, no. Weirdly enough, they want you to buy the stuff, so it's on the shelf.
Yeah, like that's how it works is you buy the thing and they want you to do it, so it'd be out, you know? Like
the only time that's like not true is high ticket stuff, but that's like, again,
or
the
like
plaque's
Pokemon
out,
cards.
we probably have it.
God, that was a big thing. Like when I started working at Walgreens, the worst job ever, I will say again. But when I worked at Walgreens, I actually had to deal with Pokemon cards and Magic cards.
Oh, God.
And that brought in a whole new beast of shit. And also Hot Wheel cars. There's people out there that like they come in and they take every single Hot Wheel car off the rack and then they put them on the floor to like scan them and like look for damages. And it's just like, bro, it's a $4 car. It's a $4 car. This is Jesus Christ.
I didn't know Hot Wheels was still being taken so seriously.
I was unaware too. Pokemon's getting worse lately too. Like it wasn't as bad when I was working there, but like I see shit now and I'm like, oh, well I got out then.
Thank
God.
Like
it's there's definitely been times where like Brittany and I will go somewhere and then I'm like, do you have this? And they're like, oh, let me go take a look in the back. And they like turn around and I look at Brittany. I'm like, there's no back. They're gonna go back there. Back. They're gonna look at their
stand around for 2 minutes, send a text.
They're gonna
message.
Swipe a couple times on Tinder, and then they're gonna go back. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't find any. And it's just like, don't bullshit me. I know the game.
I've done this before. Okay, you know the amount of calls I've taken while looking in the back.
I wrote a book on the job, okay? I get it.
There are so many times where Staples was a horrible place to work. There are so many times where I miss the era when we didn't have anybody in charge. Because I was like, especially when Mary was there too. So I worked this job in college and Mary was like, if there's nobody in the store, you can fucking do homework, you can read, I don't give a shit. Just when somebody walks in, be like, hello. And that was it. Yeah. That was the rule. I got I read so many books. I did so much homework. I edited your whole first book. It was magical. I made so many Photoshop projects. The nonsense we got into was so good.
It was kind of like Lord of the Flies sometimes, and
yeah, but like in a more functional way where we weren't murdering and fucking pigs and people.
There was a couple days that I just put the He-Man version of the Hey Ya 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 song, and I just looped it like in the speakers. Because our thing was broken, it wasn't playing music anymore, but like the only way we could do it is like if we plugged in our own thing. We figured that out without any help from corporate.
Thanks.
Worst fucking corporation ever. Staples, get your shit together.
God, awful.
Or
don't
quit.
Support Staples.
Just quit.
Don't support Staples. I don't know how Office Depot is, but it's got to be better than this shit.
Yeah. Like once you know how the sausage is made, you become a vegetarian.
One of my favorite things that I think we've talked about before is putting the What's Going On 10-hour loop all over the radio for Peaches, and then being mad at him every time he took his earpiece out or tried to turn it off and being like, you can't do that because of emergencies. I messaged him recently because he's a teacher now. And a small part of me is always like, why don't you hate me? I did these things to you. I have a video somewhere too of being like, he came up to me with a ream of paper and he goes, does this go on this shelf? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Even though we had like repriced the whole shelf, and I was like, for sure it doesn't go there. It's like, we're not even selling it anymore. Like no part of it's out there. And he came back 3 times and was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I just did it today. It goes over there. And he goes, do you want to show me where? And I was like, no, you need to learn to find these things.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that kid. It's good times.
Yeah, I definitely would. Like, I sometimes I planned our lunch breaks together, and then I would turn on like the YouTube because we had YouTube on the TV, and then I would play the 10-hour thing, and I would just stare at him
the whole time.
No expression for like the entire 30-minute break. I wouldn't even eat lunch. I just sacrificed it just to like get the bit. And he would be laughing, and then he would like get into like I'm ignoring you, like, oh, I'm clearly busy on my phone. Mm-hmm. And that would last for like 4 minutes, and then you go, what are you doing? Stop it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, horrible
Shitty job, though.
but a
Shitty
good job. Yeah. There was fun parts of that job, for sure.
All right, do you have any true crimes you wanted to talk about that wasn't...
I do actually have a true crime that I will talk about. Unless you'd like to talk about your pap smear that you had on Thursday.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, the pap smear is fine, but like the pop smear is the thing. I kind of just did. I rushed at work. I got a keyboard for my phone, so I've been typing at work now. Fucking, I'm getting so much more work done now.
Dude, that's
I'm also
sick.
getting less work done now because
less work.
I'm derailing again. So. Brittany's cousin has gotten me a book. They gifted me a book called The War of Art. It's a book on it's a self-help book on writer's block.
Oh, okay. It's called The War of Art.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I mean, I could give you my copy. I don't have writer's block. I don't know why they think I have writer's block. I mean, maybe they were just like, "Hey, we got you this to like help you," but like, it's like not something I struggle with. I don't have writer's block. I have time block, so like I don't have the time to write. So that's my biggest issue. Like when I have time to write, I'm writing for this podcast. That's usually what I'm doing is doing prep work or like all that shit. So they got me this book. And it's called The War of Art, and I hate it a lot. It's unhelpful, and it's just like look, my issue isn't that I'm blocked creatively. It's that I don't have time. So by reading a self-help book, I'm in less of a position now. Thank you, but the book it's got a lot of Christian shit in there.
Okay.
Because the guy's Christian, and he. The thing I don't like about overly religious people is that. Oftentimes, they don't take responsibility for their action or inaction. And what they do is they create a bad guy and give it a name, like the devil. Like they're like, oh, well, I didn't actually do this. The devil made me do it. You know, that old chestnut. So this book is this whole book is dedicated to fighting resistance with a capital R. Resistance. You're not procrastinating. You don't have writer's block. You have resistance. Resistance is keeping you down. And it's such so I don't like I don't have writer's block. I have resistance.
You don't have writer's block. You have the devil.
Exactly. That's what it is like, it's like the devil, but they didn't want to just say the devil. So they're like, resistance. So like, it's just that like, so if I break down and I decide to watch Family Guy in my underwear and eat Cheetos all day, that's resistance. It's not my fault. I didn't succumb to anything. Like, look, okay, here's a line. I actually saw this yesterday and I fucking took a picture of it to send to Brittany. But like, this is from the book, and it's like, have you ever been to a workshop? These boondoggles are colleges of resistance. They ought to give you PhDs in resistance. What better way of avoiding work than going to a workshop? And it's like, you're a self-help book. You're the same thing. Yeah. You are a workshop.
Yeah, you're a written workshop. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, and I'm reading all of it because you know me. Like, if I was given this book, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna be like, I'm very appreciative of your presence.
Similar in that vein of like, I'll especially if I start a book and I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I'm like, well, I started it.
Yeah,
if I'm gonna have the opinion it's terrible, it's kind of like you when you're like, I will go through the whole thing before I decide I do not like something. I will do that. With books.
I'm pretty far. Yeah, but it's also like a gift. So I don't want them to be like, years from now, like, how's that book? Like, oh, still haven't read it. I want them to next time I see them be like, how's that book? Oh, I got it. I read it. Very appreciative. Awful,
horrible. Not good. Never give it to another person in your life. This was a plague upon my house.
I bet that this book works for the right people. Like I Googled it online and it's like 4 out of 5 stars. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Cause like maybe there's some people out there who kind of need this kick in the pants. But like to me, it's very Messiah complex where he's just like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I don't let resistance keep me down. I am the author of my own world. And it's just like, bro, you wrote a self-help book. You wrote a self-help book that's very Christian coded. And It also really sucks that I just finished Wriggly Little Hands and then I moved to this and I'm upset because Wriggly Little Hands, easily one of my favorite books of all time now. I loved it that much. It was so good.
I forgot that I get to read that when I'm done with the book I'm currently reading because I'm not enjoying it. It's just slow. And so I'm having a hard time getting through it.
You will greatly enjoy Wriggly Little Hands, especially the audiobook. Get into the audiobook because like there's a lot of voices in there, including Jeff Hayes. But Dory Sachs is one of them. I love Dory Sachs. She did the audiobook for the Bunny Girl Evolution, which is my favorite book of last year. This book also came out last year, and it would have been my favorite if I had read it, but I didn't. It was just on my list. But it's got a lot of voices, and they do a really good job, and I couldn't recommend it enough. I enjoyed the ending. Fantastic book. Do you have any true crime?
I do, but it is also like 48 minutes in, and it's a tone shift.
Look, it's... Look, we have to do one true crime to live up to the true crime category.
I told you a true crime.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, my stepdad was held at gunpoint at a fast food place. I can save this for another day, because I don't think it's long, but it's not 3 minutes long. Like, it's not 3 minutes short,
Yeah, fact checker's right. We did cover the crime of retail workers and the crime of self-help books.
Yeah, we covered a lot of crimes. They're just like, they're not necessarily legal crimes. They're morally gray area crimes.
But like when I was first gifted the book, I was just like, oh, cool, because like her cousin was talking about it when he was last visiting, and he just kind of briefly mentioned it. And sometimes when somebody's recommending something to you, like it doesn't completely stick in your brain, but then like later on it comes up.
Yeah, it comes up.
But I got the book and then I like flipped to it, and the first like page I got to, it said like just believe in God, and then God will. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing, huh?
Like, and I'm done now.
It's, I forget the guy's name, Steven something, but it's not good.
Okay, well, I won't be reading it unless you give me a copy to read
you're gonna
for
be
fun.
Reading it.
No, I just mean like I'm not going to go out and purchase it.
It's a quick read. I'm like 3/4 of the way through, and I've just been reading it on my 10-minute break, so like you'll burn through in an hour.
Okay, tell me more about writing at work, because your work very much involves like your output is how you get paid, right?
Yeah, but like now I have a keyboard, so like on my lunch breaks I'm writing.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Because my lunch breaks take place before my fasting ends, so like I'm not eating yet, so like I have a whole 30 minutes to just fuck around with, and that's what I'm doing.
Fucking fantastic. I love that. I love your writing, so I am in support of anything that makes you do it more.
I mean, don't get your hopes up because like this stuff that I'm working on now is kind of different than what I normally write. So like,
That's okay. That's fine. I like all.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about my art like I got my dick in my hands.
Look, here's the thing. I like all of the different emotional throes that you have gone through and the things that I have read. And I imagine since it's you, it's not funny. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, like I'm definitely trying a different sort of mood.
Okay.
I don't know.
I still believe in you.
Fact checker said that's what the self-help book taught you. What did it teach me?
To write?
She stopped typing, so she's like
I don't know. I need to go read the book.
Sitting there with your dick in your hand.
That's
yeah,
what
maybe.
The self-help book taught you.
All right then. Rachel, what have you been listening to?
Did you see that? Oh my God, I'm gonna butcher it. Hold on.
Is this about Coachella?
No.
Okay.
I believe we've established that I know nothing about Coachella.
It's Coachella.
Coachella. Sorry, you're right.
Coachella.
I know nothing about
because
Coachella.
the type of people to go to Coachella are the type of people to say cowabunga, and it's spelled the same, I think.
And that's absolutely fair. Precious Papala. I kept wanting to say Precious Impala, and then I was like, that's wrong. And then I was like, Pippa Papala, and I was like, no, all of this is wrong. All of this is incorrect.
Recommended that a couple weeks. I mean, several months ago, maybe.
You did. So she came out with something, Love Bombs and Dream Cheater in January, and then on Thursday she just came out with three more songs because Dream Cheater and Love Bombs were on there. Sorry, I was trying to do math in my head and it doesn't work that way. So she came out with an EP that has Dream Cheater and Love Bombs, but there are 3 more songs on it.
I think she's working up to an album.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the 3 songs are new. I'm not super familiar with her, so it is plausible that they have been on something else, but
yeah. Real quick, have you listened to Please Cheat on Me? That's like her biggest song.
Yes, that's a great song.
That's a great song, and I love listening to that song and then going into Dream Cheater
because
it feels like she's just like she's just given up and she's like, you're cheating on me,
you bastard.
Because the song is like, because the song Please Cheat on Me is like a very much like
such a good song.
It's a really good song because you're like, this guy is the best person I've ever been with, but I don't love him. There's like something missing. He's so good, and I just wish he'd cheat on me so we could be over.
Yeah.
Fun fact, a healthy relationship is just to communicate and say the spark isn't there and move on. But
yeah, and be done with the relationship. That's okay.
Yeah,
it's a hard conversation to have, but it's better than being like, how can I get you to break up with me?
Yeah, and then having a dream where they cheat on you and then using that as fuel is probably not the best move.
No.
But yeah, I did see that she had a new single out, so please tell me about it.
Yeah, so I do think I just kind of scoped out her stuff real quick because I was like, I think one of these songs is from a previous release. So 3 of the songs are not new. I'm pretty sure the other 2 are new, which are the first song and the last song. But she released a new EP. The first song, Rosie, is going to be my recommendation. I thought the other ones were good. And I don't want to recall back stuff that we've already talked about, but I did think Rosie was the best of the new choices, at least. And I liked Precious Papala from when you recommended her, so I was pretty psyched that there was something new to listen to.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool because it's a take on the whole rose-colored glasses, but it's like she's talking to somebody named Rosie, so it keeps making alluding to that phrase, but using different words to fill in that phrase. So it's like, Rosie, take off your glasses so you can see the ashes is a line from the song. And I'm like, it's just kind of clever and a little bit punny lyrics. So it's just kind of a good listen.
I think my favorite, the concept of like the rose-colored glasses was from BoJack Horseman. Have you ever watched that show?
Oh, it's so good. Okay, watch BoJack, but also this quote is so good.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna butcher it. So if you know the actual thing off the dome, then go for it.
I believe you were referring to, and I'm gonna probably paraphrase it a little bit, but when you're looking through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
Yeah. It's such a good line.
Yeah.
I did not finish BoJack Horseman. I got up into the spoiler alert. I got up into the grooming part, or like he like almost sleeps with a teenager, and I'm like, I'm a check out. Like, I've never been like I don't really like the shows about like a dirtbag, but then I don't know. I think the fact that they're animals like kept me invested as long as I was, and then I think that was just kind of like all right, I think I'm checked out.
I think I liked that show kind of up until around that point also, but what I liked, as much as that ending is really horrible, is that like BoJack is never a good person.
No, he's
like
never a good
he's just
person.
perpetually kind of a bad person, and I did enjoy that it wasn't like he's not getting character growth because he's really not putting in the time to grow. It's like he's getting
there's
he
no
has all
redeeming
these good
qualities.
people around him, and he's just kind of choosing to continue to put his head in the sand, and so he continues being a shitty human being or a shitty horse. But I think that's what I liked about it, is that it's like there are people that you will know in your life where that is what they do. They have every chance to improve. They have people rooting for them. They have people helping them. And they just don't give enough of a fuck to become a better person, like on any real level inside of themselves.
And there's other shows that kind of do the same thing, but like there is redeeming qualities. Like House comes to mind, where like House is like, well, he's a brilliant doctor. BoJack Horseman isn't a brilliant anything. He's not even a good actor. He's just
shitty.
Perpetually a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think what I liked about that show is
good.
like
the jokes are good, but like
it's just like that. This is the type of person that you will meet, and like you're not really meant to like him. So when it sort of, I think that's kind of where the show ends, or that's where I stopped watching also. But it's like, yeah, dude, the pinnacle of your fucking existence is becoming a worse fucking person. Like you had character development, just into a bigger piece of shit.
Well, like there'd be character development and then be like give up and then go back to being a piece of shit. Like it's very Spider-Man. Like I've already had this rant before, but just like a little bit of character growth, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And I can't deal with that. Yeah. Like I like a good story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if the middle is just like the middle back to the beginning, middle back to the beginning, middle back to the beginning, like no, I'm done.
Yeah, well, and I think that's the point, though, at least with BoJack Horseman, is like you're kind of supposed to be done with him, because that's what happens when you know people that are like this, is like there's just a point where you're like, I'm good. Like you're not making any choices to change here. Because I've had a friend like that where it's like you're just making shitty decision after shitty decision and blaming other people for it. And anytime somebody talks to you about it, calls you out on it, you're like, yeah, you're right. I do need to change. And then you just continue to make shitty decisions, and it's like on you.
I've never once said that. Okay, like I've never once admitted it or said, well, I'm gonna change. No, I'm here, and you know that, and you just got to get over it.
Gamage's character development is just who he is. It's just it's a flat line. There's no up. There's no down. It is just plateau.
I don't know. I don't remember when we met, but I was definitely like an adult, like a mature adult. So like by then, that's what it is, baby. Like there's no more growth.
See, but I think you're a good mixture of, because you are not who I'm talking about. You're a good mixture of being an asshole, but also a good human being at the same time.
The jury's still out. I haven't actually done anything. I think I'm what people call California asshole, where it's like
Califasshole?
I don't. No, it's I forget what it is, but it's like the idea where like the people from New York are really nice but like rude about it, whereas people in California are like pieces of shit
really
but
rude,
are
nice
polite about it.
Yeah.
Like like the joke was like,
it's kind of like
you'll be in
South.
California and you'll get people that are like, oh, you're going through hardships. Oh, I'm very sorry. Well, good luck with that. And then in New York, you'll get people who are like rude to you, but they're helping you with it.
Yeah, they're like, you're a piece of shit. Come on in here. I'm gonna feed you the pizza.
Like, oh, you need Jesus. You went to a place.
I did. I did a shitty accent, and I was like, and I'm committing. No, it's like Californians are like Southerners, where they will say the most backhanded ass shit, but they'll say it in like this kind of a tone, and so you're like, are you being an asshole?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't remember words.
No, like I think you're generally a decent human being. You've got a head on your shoulders that is not backwards, but you're just an ass. That's fine. We can live with
I'm not
this.
giving anything up, and I think adversity is a big part of it. So for my music choice of the week, drama wasn't the only thing to happen at Coachella. I'm going to say Coachella forever. Fuck
Please do.
Cowabunga, dude. Coachella. I want to talk about a collaboration that happened at Coachella. I don't know if I've ever talked about them on the podcast before, but like I love collabs so much. I love especially when musical collabs even put their names together. Like Big Boy from Outkast and Fantagram released an album called Big Grams, and it was one of my favorite albums of all
Not
time.
Fanta Boys?
It still is. What?
Not Fanta Boys.
No, not Fanta Boys. I think that was actually already taken, and it was something else
Damn it.
completely different.
Oh, bitch.
But I wanted to talk about a different collab that happened at Coachella, which is the collab of 9 Inch Nails and Boys Noise.
Oh, I started this today.
Yo. Yeah, the album came out and like it's a really good album. I gotta say, I love it. Even more so that their debut was like live at Coachella. And the songs are like, they're remixed 9 Inch Nails classics, but with like a noisy twist.
I'm fucking okay with that.
It's really good. It's vastly improved.
Good.
The album crosses back and forth between their live performance and that clean studio sound. So like the transition is seamless. Like there'll be like cheers and then it just like goes like into like the studio and like you almost have whiplash. You're like, I didn't even see that happen.
Oh, where am I?
It's so good.
I can't tell if I'm at Coachella or in the music room with them.
Yeah, but like you get their music at their best quality while still getting like the hype from the like an audience that's like amped to be there. And they do Closer, so that's, you know, probably their biggest song, I would say. But like some takeaways that ended up being my favorite. And I do recommend just listening to this album, pressing play and just going through it because like the transitions are that good. But the songs I recommend that I like have listened to before on their early albums, but I'm like, this song actually left an impression on me this time where maybe it didn't before, where Came Back Haunted, The Warning, and Heresy is also good, and it has the guest singer Merrick Queen, who's Trent Reznor's wife. But it's a fantastic album, and I've been listening to it nonstop every day. This album and another album I've been like tag teaming on my work day, and it's like...
Sorry, what's the other album, Gamage?
I will leave that for another week, maybe.
Okay, so it's not Hot and Freddy.
It's not Hot and Freddy.
Okay.
I'm still listening to Hot and Freddy, but like when I'm like actually working and I need to like, or I'm gonna work out, like I have like a mix. I have these two albums that are like tandem bashing me. They're like pulled my pants down and they're like fucking doing that like rolling punches on my balls, and I'm like, damn, and I get a lot of work done.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. No, I don't, but I'm happy for you.
Well, thank you.
Good choice. I am only a couple songs in the album, but I am hyped that it's as good. It continues to be as good as it starts, because it's always disappointing when you're like, started strong, ended poor.
Oh, it ends nicely too. Like I think the first little bit is probably the weakest too. Like the middle, and the ending are like.
I love that. Well, this has been We Have New Tunes at Home. Thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard, or you also hate pedophiles, if you don't agree with that, there's something the fuck wrong with you. So if you don't like and subscribe on this podcast, on whatever your most favorite podcasting place is, you're a pedophile.
Don't say that. No, we can't.
Gamage, I can guilt people into liking our podcast. Shut up.
That is not whatever she said is bullshit. Like it, comment, and subscribe if you want, regardless of your stance on.
If you're a pedophile, don't like, comment, and subscribe, please. Get the fuck out.
I think that's more acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Anyway, if you're not a pedophile and you want us to talk about a thing, you can email us at whtpah@gmail.com, or you can follow us at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one big long word. Or follow us at WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's what on Blue Sky. And next week we are going to tackle the illustrious and fine art of it's pop culture, bitch. I've been Off-Brand Rachel.
I've been Off-Brand Gamage, and thank you for tuning in to We Have That Podcast at Home.
Suck a dick.